What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Chris Toyfer. We have a little treat today. We're going to be going over the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Batman Beyond figure by Kaiyodo. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. It is $100, so I'm going to be a little more critical on the review. An import figure. It definitely has the import feel, the import quality, but for the price, I have to be a little bit more critical when I go over it. As always, we'll go over the articulation, we'll go over the accessories, we'll do some posing, so you can decide if this is a figure you want to pick up. All right, let's get into it. All right, going over the box for the inbox collector. This is the current style box that they're going with. Branding on the right here, and then a picture on the left. It does go all the way up top. That's one of the things you want to look for to make sure you have an authentic figure. Kaiyodo up top, Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi in the middle there, Batman Beyond, the DC logo on the bottom. On the side here, you do have two more pictures of the figure, the logos on the bottom. On the back, you have more pictures of the figure in poses, Amazing Yamaguchi in the middle there, branding up top, the accessories on the bottom here. You want to make sure in the corner here that you have this number, and if you feel it, it's slightly raised. It's another way to tell that you have an authentic figure. And then on the side here, we have more of the same pictures, branding, and the name. I definitely prefer their older style box where it was the Amazing Yamaguchi. It was more colorful. You had a window where you can see the figure. In my opinion, I'm not going to keep my figure in a box where you can't see him. I'm going to take it out. All right, going over the accessories, I'm going to do it in two different parts. The batarang is a nice silver metallic red on the black, which is a matte. Looks very good, just like the show. They're both identically the same. Little mess up on the paint going around there. The wings are a kind of a maroon color, but look at all that detail. Very futuristic look for the bat suit. They just look really good. And it pegs into the back there. And then you can rotate that peg as well. And then it has a pin where you can kind of close it and get the articulation that you're trying to go for. But very good detail in the wing there. All right, continuing with the accessories, you get two blast effects that come out of his boots, so you can show that he is flying. It is a frosted or a solid yellow, and it goes into a translucent yellow-orange. Yeah, in my opinion, I think they should have put at least a little red into it, not too much, but I do like the color gradient from the solid to the translucent. Looks really good. Oh, something worth mentioning is there's a peg in here. That's how you peg it in, and you do get an additional in case one of those breaks. The gritted teeth head sculpt looks really good. Paint lines are crisp. And again, it has that futuristic batsuit look. It's not accurate to the show. It's a new spin on it, but it just looks really good in my opinion. One of the reasons why I wanted to pick this figure up. And then he comes with a pair of batarang holding hands. Karate chop hands, I guess you can call that. His claw hands, and then splayed finger hands. They look really good. Paint on this is a metallic silver, and the rest are just black. But they do look really good. It's also worth mentioning that the figure comes with a clear stand where you can peg it into one of these slots here, and then you can peg this into it to hold him at the waist or another piece, or this just slots right into the back of the figure so you can hold him in like a flying pose. And it is also worth mentioning that this is the Kaiyodo. This is the SH Figure Arts Act 4, I believe. So they are pretty much the same thing. All right, so going over the figure, it has a different look than what you're thinking for a Batman Beyond figure. They went for this very futuristic batsuit look, and I do like it. It does look very futuristic. Another thing I will say that points out, or stands out, I should say, is this is Revoltech. So the joints kind of have their Revoltech system, their revolver joints, as they say, where you're able to get good articulation, but it's very apparent in the elbows and the shoulders. The shoulders don't meet exactly. You have this piece right here that, in this case, slides for different articulation. They don't give you a bicep swivel. It's all at the shoulder, but you see the pegs up there. Some people might not like that. To me, it's not really a huge deal because I know what I'm kind of getting into buying the figure. I just went for the aesthetics of this because I really do enjoy this futuristic look for Batman Beyond. Next year, they are coming out with a more comic or show accurate one. I do have that on pre-order. When that comes out, I'll do a review. But for now, we're going over this one, and it just looks really good. It's painted really well. I think they did a really good job at making this look very futuristic, very stylized, and just a new take on Batman Beyond. The paint lines are crisp, shiny there, maybe a little bit of a scuff, yeah, kind of a little bit of scuff on the white there, but I don't see any kind of scratching or flaws anywhere throughout. It just looks really good. Just going over a size comparison with other lines, you have Marvel Legends on the right here, you have the Mattel Batman on the left, and it scales pretty good. I'm not sure the exact heights of all these characters. Spider-Man isn't necessarily that tall. I'm thinking Terry McGinnis as Batman, he's around the same age as Peter Parker, so he's about the same height, maybe a little taller. That's about accurate. And Batman, being an adult, is taller than him. So this kind of works in my opinion. Other scale comparisons, you have the Hasbro Lightning collection on the left here. You have the Jazzwares Spartan collection on the right here. And again, in my opinion, I think they scale pretty well. All right, going over the articulation for Batman here. So the head can turn all the way around. There was a little resistance there, but he did get it. It's just turning the neck. And that just popped off, but it goes back on. Ball joint there. Reason why it popped off is this another piece right there. When you switch to the head, that's a moving piece, very similar to the All Might that I have. The head will look up very good. It will look down. Well, it doesn't look down on the head alone, but the neck goes down. And the neck will also, nope, doesn't go back. It actually only goes down. It will go to the side, left and right, pretty good. The head has slight rotation as well. The shoulder will go all the way up and around. T-pose up to here, really good. So butterfly joint, I guess you can say, on this Revoltech. It goes back and it goes forward. You get really good movement in that shoulder there. There is no bicep swivel. It happens on the ball joint for the shoulder there, if you can see. Single bend in the elbow. Good range. I think it looks really good because that's how we bend. We're a single joint there, so I think that looks better than the double bend. There is rotation at the wrist. There is actually a rotation here as well. And then the wrist is on a ball peg, so it goes in and out and around. That's the same for the other side. The waist can go back that much, and it will go forward pretty well. There is a rotation there. There's a rotation at the waist down there. There's also a crunch and a back. Back is restricted, doesn't go back that much at the waist. You get a little bit. Forward, definitely a lot more. The leg will come up to there. There is a, if you can hold this piece here, there is a thigh swivel. I'll show it on this side if I can. Yep, there we go. Single bend in the knee. That looks really good. There is rotation at the shin there. The foot will go down that far. It will come up that much. And there is toe articulation as well. Mine's stuck at the moment. Let's try this side. There we go. So it will come up there, and it'll point forward there. Actually goes down some more. For a split, yep, pretty good. He does a really good split. So the articulation on this figure is really, really good. It's different than other import figures like Mafex and SH Figure Arts, but you do get good range with all the joints. It just has a little bit of a funky look, and that's because of their Revoltech or their revolver system. Here he is in a flying pose with the blast effects for the feet. It does look really good. Here he is in a flying kick pose. Here he is holding a batarang, getting it ready to throw. Here he is with the claws out. Looks really good. I didn't go too crazy with the posing because you're going to virtually be able to get this guy in almost any pose that you want to. The articulation is that good on this figure. So my final thoughts, it's really good. It's great, actually. The articulation, like I just said, is fantastic. But I think that's what Kaiyodo is known for. Some people don't like the aesthetics of what they go for, and I get that, but the people who do, the people who collect this line, they know what they're getting. They're getting a great figure that looks really good. It's sculpted really well. The articulation is fantastic. You get great accessories where then you can put him in any kind of pose you want. This is a good pickup, in my opinion. The $100 price point, yep, it's a little on the high side, but you are getting a quality figure, in my opinion. So let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more action figure reviews, and I'll see you on the next Chris Toyfer.